My name's Mandy Taylor and I work for an integrated marketing agency. My job involves on a day-to-day basis looking after all the purchases and all the sales of our marketing firm, and that can be everything from electric bills to the fees for our talent that we use. More recently, I've got involved within the HR of our company, so we can be placing adverts for staff, all types of things. But my day-to-day job basically involves looking after all of the cash and making sure that it comes in and it goes out again as well. The best part of my job, I have to say, is the people that I work with. I work with a great bunch of people. They come from all different types of places, but all of them are very, very different and all just great people. I would say do something that you're very comfortable doing. You don't have to decide what you want when you're 30 years old right now. So do something that you enjoy, that you get pleasure from. Because if you're doing subjects or things for other people, you know, you need to be a teacher, but you actually love doing something completely different. Do what makes you happy and do what you're good at too. Don't necessarily go through life trying to achieve for other people, because you have got to be comfortable in doing what you're doing, especially with any issues that you have with your speech. It could be made 10 times worse if you're doing something that you don't like. Before, if I didn't tell people I stammered, it became this elephant in the room where if I didn't talk about it and I stammered, I got awkward and the person listening to me got awkward. So it was pretty terrible. So I learned very quickly that if I let people know that I stammer and I have an issue with maybe the phone, or I didn't want to do this or I didn't want that, and I was honest with them, they were like, that's totally fine, let us help you and we'll put you into a position, or we'll change something that will help you. When I went to the job that I'm in now, I made sure on my CV that I put that I'm a member of a Stammering Association. I was quite active within self-help groups and stuff like that, so it was in there before we even spoke. And then when we did, I made sure that whenever I was asked about what my strengths were and all that, that's where I got my words about stammering in, because I see stammering as a strength, not a weakness. And we ended up speaking for some time about the BSA and what I did there and stuff like that. And both employers have given me time off to do any work that I need to. They're quite open for helping out with any sponsorship with events and stuff. People are interested, they want to get behind it, but you've got to take the first move and you've got to make that conversation have two ways. And once I did that, my colleagues and my employer are brilliant. Like I say, they're just fascinated by it all and think it's great. No way did she just do all that. I think when I was 13, I seen myself kind of like, I had these ambitions, but I didn't think, I thought deep down, I thought I can do lots of things, but I always felt that my stammer would hold me back. And I felt that, you know, how do people get to do these things? How does somebody become a nurse or a teacher, or, you know, how do they do that? And shall I be able to? And if I was looking at me now, I'd be thinking, how can she do all that with a stammer? I think I'd be fascinated as to how it would make me, how it would make the adult me feel. How does it feel to be up there and stammer? And I think that's a big thing that children need to understand, that we may be still stammering, but everybody's still listening. Everybody's still, there, they're hearing you. Nobody really cares, because it's okay to stammer. To be fair, and this is probably not what people want to hear, because a stammer does hold you back, because it holds you back until you control it instead of letting your stammer control you. And at some point in our lives, our stammers do control us. It's only when you get it and you control it that it doesn't hold you back anymore. But I do think with a stammer in the wrong mindset, it holds you back. It limits your choices. For me, it did limit my experience of going to uni. If I would have just had the nerve to make a phone call. So it did hold me back, but it changed my path. If I had have went to uni, I may have become a boring accountant in a boring firm doing boring audits. But no, I'm in a marketing firm with a great bunch of people, living in a town that I didn't think I'd live in, doing totally different things. So it's not about letting your stammer, or it isn't about saying my stammer held me back. My stammers changed my path.